You know, it just feels like today is going to be one of those days, huh?
Dude, it's one of those episodes.
It's going to be one of those days, man. Everybody owes me 5 minutes. I'm sorry. Everybody owes me 5 minutes. Everybody.
There comes a time where it's not just work. We got to put in overtime. You know?
Oh, it feels like it right now, man. Oh, my God.
Man.
It is. You know what? Let me hold on a second. You know what I'm saying? Let's start this off right, man. Welcome you guys to another episode of On the Record. I'm DJ Intense. And to the left of me, I have my man Said He Said.
What it is, what it do, what it be. What's going on,
And
people?
to the other left, I have my man, the king of the ad-libs.
I'm just talking. Listen, people, I'm here.
Right.
I'm here today.
We're here today.
Okay? It's going down.
Yeah. July 4th.
The terrible trio is back in the building, people.
Happy July 4th to all those out there.
It's not my holiday, but
Not my holiday
it is what
either,
it
man.
is, though.
Listen,
It is
I'm
what it
just
is,
partaking
you know?
in the food. That's it.
You know?
Listen, all I'm waiting for is for midnight to go out 5th of July ribs, man. That's all I want, man. That's all I'm saying.
Listen,
July 5th
man.
ribs?
Damn right.
Listen, man. We just came here for some plates, some barbecue, and some stuff.
Uh-huh.
Maybe a few brews. That red, white, and blue nation stuff, that's political. That ain't about me.
Yeah,
you
I'm
know?
Pan-African, homie.
You know,
Red, green, and
man.
black, homie.
Let them know, man. Let them
Yep.
know what's up.
I'll say, Auntie, I'm going to see you soon. Midnight, I'm going to get those ribs. All right, just let you know what's up.
Ribs.
Listen, man. Listen, like
that plate.
It's funny because I was talking to a really good homie of mine, right?
Uh-huh.
And like she was saying, like, you know, what do I got plans for this weekend? I gave her my rundown and stuff, like, you know, how I usually do. You guys, you know the usuals with me and stuff like that. So, and I was saying to myself, like, today I plan on like playing like mag, just black anthemic power ignorant stuff, like, you know, on my IG story. I think I posted worst behavior and stuff like that. I didn't really lock in today, but I plan to. I'm still gonna lock in, you know, because again, this ain't my holiday. Okay, it's not.
My mornings are like this. Oh, black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. And I'm blackity black, and I'm black, y'all. Put that for a whole hour straight up.
Shoot.
Hey.
I didn't do nothing. I just woke up and said it's another day to me.
Pretty much. It's another Sunday.
Oh, listen, if I was a homeowner, I'd have a barbecue, and I'd start off with James Brown. I'm black and I'm proud.
Oh, yeah, nah,
Blended right into Public Enemy. Oh, my God.
Nah, listen, man, look.
With a little bit of South P, I'm black.
You know?
Today is a day where I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to eat and you know, whatever.
It's
That's
like,
it.
you know what I mean?
It's a free day for me.
Yeah.
It's like, you know how you should view this day? It's like going to a family reunion, and that one dude, that one family member dictates the entire temperature of the room.
Yeah.
That's what I would be.
Oh, boy.
That's what I would be.
You be that one person showing up like,
We dictate.
Walter.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Speaking of
Shoot,
which.
everybody would be on a tight rope.
Tight rope? Okay.
Speaking of which.
Shoot.
Oh, man, said he says, he's
Funny story
today.
today.
Up today, ready, boy. He's ready.
Dude,
What's up, man?
I was ready to go. I bought a $35 case of Heineken 24-pack. I was ready to roll to the barbecue, ready to go, all smiles, playing my music, playing Summertime with Will Smith. And then the person I don't with having to roll at the same time at the barbecue.
Oh, no.
And I had to leave. Like,
This is always trash.
yo, it's like,
oh, my gosh.
you know what it is? I can go into detail with this dude. It is what it is.
No need. We don't bring up old wounds.
Yeah,
Unless it's something interesting.
Yeah.
But
Well,
no, there's no need.
Let's just say you stand by your convictions, even in the cost of supposed friendship.
I hear you.
And if people can respect your point of view and want to distance yourself from them, and you try to be the bigger person, and you should go, then it is what it is.
That's it.
I think it's super important to have that level of self-awareness where you're respecting your friend who invited you to this barbecue, but you're respecting your energy and your experiences to the point where, like, I don't have to deal with this person.
No.
Yeah.
I got here on my own. I could leave on my own.
yes.
Pretty much.
You know, I didn't come here with anybody and stuff like that, and I don't want to burden them and stuff. And
You didn't come with bad intentions.
No,
Exactly.
not at all. But what I mean by that is, like, you didn't already come with somebody where someone else was driving and they were gonna be there as well, meaning that you have to stick around and entertain this awkward energy that you ain't trying to deal with.
I hear you.
And it's funny because my sister, like, she talked about these kind of things. I mean, there's like she you know, we have these like, you know, things where she talks about various situations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But she likes to always be in control of scenarios where, like, if she doesn't want to be there, or if it feels like it's going south, she could just dip at any given moment.
Pretty much.
And I think that is a underrated luxury to have.
Yes,
because
sir.
like, it's like some people get like, I guess a bit seduced by awkward moments. Other people's like, I'm not really trying to do with this. I could just go home and call it a day. I don't have to deal with you
So basically,
and what it could turn into and what it could lead to. And it's just like,
it's not worth it. It really isn't worth it.
Just respect your energy. Just be very self-aware of like, areas that you don't want to be in. Whether it's social gatherings and things, even workplaces.
And, I feel bad because my man invited me to all this stuff I never able to make it through, and I'm finally able to make it through to one of his outings. But I was like, you know what, man? Thanks for the invite, but at the same time, man, I'm not trying to cause no friction, no static at all. Your party, so I'm gonna be the bigger person in this.
End of the day, just don't be like Joe Pesci in Goodfellas, okay?
What's up?
Come back because he got pissed off.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And the whacking a head guy. So let's not do that.
Yeah, because
So
that's somebody you mess with, but be a somebody.
Exactly.
And it'd be trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So there's been a lot going on since the last episode. A lot.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna slowly but surely peel back some of the layers. You know what I'm saying?
Peel back like a banana.
So let's start off with Mother Nature, right?
Oh boy.
Currently in the Gulf of Mexico, there's a pipeline fire. In the ocean.
Something out of
crazy
Michael Bay film.
It looks like a movie scene.
Yes.
But it really is not. It's actually really happening.
Hey, don't sleep with Michael Bay now.
No, we're not sleeping with Michael Bay.
You give Michael Bay 100 M's. He turned that bad boy to 900 M's.
Oh no, who turned that?
Hey, shoot.
You're not lying, but
but being dead ass like,
we're being serious.
Listen, he'll get the best exposure money could buy now.
Not through that one. That is real life. What's going on in the Gulf of Mexico?
Even Michael Bay couldn't make that.
No.
Like, yo, for real.
There's literally a fire in the water.
No.
Literally.
You see the video I posted earlier on Saturday, right?
That's crazy. I think I might have missed it.
Dude.
I posted both clips.
When'd you post it?
Like I think early Saturday morning, like 4 or 5 in the morning. I was at work.
Because
Okay,
there's two clips.
Yeah.
They have one showing during the daytime. It's okay. It's bad, but it's all right.
And then
they have one showing at nighttime. And at night, it looks like
the pits of hell.
Yes.
Wait, you said
surfacing.
You said early Friday or early Saturday?
I think it was
Friday morning.
Friday morning.
Oh, wow.
No, it was Friday night, Saturday morning?
Friday going to Saturday morning.
Yeah, because I saw it Friday night.
I was like, get the
So,
out. I was like, when I saw that, I was like, oh.
Yeah, man,
So
crazy.
what happened is I was on one of my adventures on Friday. so that's what happened. So that's probably why I missed it.
So what happened was.
No. I was definitely on one of my. It was a great adventure, by the way.
The Grizz was his mind was right.
Yeah, it was very, 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 very in tune with a lot of things, and one of the things he was very in tune with was the Tyler the Creator album. Shout out to Tyler the Creator, that genius.
That album is
that guy's album is amazing. I felt like I was in the rugged '90s in the tunnel, which I've never been, but I've heard about this iconic tunnel. I've seen Jay-Z rock a show. I've seen a very, very young Jay-Z rock this show like he owned the place. So so this energy from Tyler's album was just absolutely incredible on this different frequency I was on. And like it just blew my mind. It got so real. I remember Kev called me and I was just like, no, I can't pick up this phone right now.
Because I was trying to send you the clip.
It was just too real of the wave I was catching with the wave I was catching, on a different frequency I was on, and the wave that was coming from this album. It's like he snuck into RZA's library, got the right book with all the secrets, went back to his studio in Cali, and just went was like a mad scientist with it.
Yeah.
Dude, and
it's incredible, by the way. He's different, man.
DJ Drama on the album as
oh my gosh,
yo, that was perfection.
He's
perfection.
Different. He's not playing with you guys in this rap stuff, okay?
No, he's not. But
this is a rapper, but an artist at work.
True.
Okay.
But that fire in that water is one of the many occurrences that happen over there in the Gulf of Mexico.
So
and this is actually a state-controlled oil refinery too, I believe.
Yep.
It's a Mexican state refinery. I'm like, how'd you guys?
Hey man, we going crazy on this side. It's the far one further, and you listen.
How'd that happen? But it's just
another signs of it's going left.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know how that. I didn't push a button for that one. I'm real serious.
Listen, man, the extraterrestrials did, man. We just can't see them.
Maybe so.
But it's the fact that happened and it's still happening.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo,
it's burning out of control right now.
Can you imagine all the wildlife, all the plant life that's being
in
killed,
that ocean right now,
being baked, literally boiled alive?
It's like, you know what it's like? It's like a game with a host we can't put a face to. How many ways can we F the Earth?
Exactly.
You don't lie.
Yeah, that's what it really is.
And then they have to put I forgot. Is it saline water over it to help quell the fire? So now you're damaging the ocean part because you're adding heavier water in this place that's supposed to be at. Oh man, it's just disgusting. Mexico owes me 5 minutes.
If this Earth floods,
you know why?
See, the sea life is within every reason for us to want, for them to want 5 minutes from humans.
This week alone, we had what happened in Seattle and in Portland. They were at over 110 degrees for the first time ever.
Meanwhile, in New York, we're freezing our butts off. And in the 60s.
Even in the South Pole, is some ridiculous degrees.
I mean,
this week, not cold. I mean, like warm.
But that's just Canadian energy heading south. That's all that is. That's all that is. That's all that is.
Global warming.
Oh man.
And people don't want to believe it. And the problem is this: on the political part, we have people who are conservatives that won't even acknowledge that this is actually happening, and we have people on the left, on the Democratic side, who are doing small increments of change. We're gonna do this goal to help us out in the future.
That's like, you know,
nobody doing on both sides. Honestly,
that's like in nowadays where you got a main chick and a side piece, and the side piece trying to be acknowledged while you with your main chick. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know how this works. You know how to give it up.
It's a poop storm, B.
It's something like
that. It's gonna be a hot boy summer. It's a hot planet summer.
It's gonna be a hot planet. When the last, I tell my friends like the seasons feel like they're being pushed further and further ahead.
Yeah, there's no spring anymore.
There we go, man.
There you go. Perfect timing.
Right. Perfect timing.
Was it me? Like what?
No, I don't know. Whatever.
Honestly, there's no spring anymore. It's only summer.
Spring. There's only summer
and winter.
And winter.
That's it.
The fall and spring is like a little tiny bit, and then
like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Low key, if New York was just spring and fall or summer and fall, woo, buddy.
Nah,
it'd be hard to live in New York. Nah. I think everybody would have to move south.
Nah, yeah, I wouldn't do it.
The fall looks so beautiful in New York. It's amazing.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the N-word's gonna end.
Yeah,
and we can't do with people having all that free time, able to go out and act the fool. Shoot, we need winter, so chill the out.
Shoot, nah, they just need to be on different frequencies.
You see what's going on right now?
So with Corona, when it just got shut down, it was one
everybody held themselves. And was like, I'm gonna get that guy
next year.
Wait till that guy comes outside and get him. Sure enough, everybody's trying to get everybody right now.
For now, I could be on TikTok pretending to get him.
Now we have 400 bodies right now so far in New York City.
Well, like I said, they're gonna try to split the narrative. Oh, crime's up. No, there was a pandemic last year. No one went outside. That's why crime was down.
Y'all shut that down. You had cops on every block. Make sure nobody goes out in this.
Exactly.
Anybody who had to go outside and looking to catch a case, man, grow up.
That's it.
Yeah.
Grow up. Do something with your life, your days.
You hear Styles P say it, and shout out to Styles P. Like, he's really made a 180. He's like, he literally said on camera.
On his IG Live. I saw that
IG Live, it was like, yo, you new cats don't know the game right. And whoever your OG is failing. Because if a regular person, a citizen, sees you do a crime, they're not a snitch. They're a citizen. It's just that your ass was goofy and was caught slipping.
Yep.
And that's why you got caught. So don't blame the citizen that you got caught. Blame yourself for being sloppy.
Yep.
And he's right.
The thing is, the game that their OG's giving them, the game that they need to know, or they just give them the game.
It's the game that they want for them to play with. You know? Like right now in Spring Valley, there's a lot of trauma going on with the youth right now. Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All the cats that got locked up in the 80s and 90s are getting out right now.
Yep.
And influencing these kids to do dumb things.
Yep.
And not giving them the proper game and proper guidance. Only thing I have to respect from these kids, it seems like they're targeting people who's involved with this nonsense.
Yeah, and not regular dudes.
Not regular people, which is a plus.
Bro,
But you know, you see other places.
I think
it's a war zone.
I think the real issue is that
like some asshole just shut up Times Square the other day.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And it was caught on camera. Oh my god, they gotta touch me. It's one of the most secure places, most like surveilled state places in the world.
It's getting to the point now.
How you did that mad cavalier about it, like being shooting somebody in Times Square?
Did you see the video with the postman getting beat up?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, it's a postman. He's walking his route, and the dude approaches him with a scooter, and they get to fighting, 1 against 2. I'm like, bro, are you stupid? You assaulting a postal worker?
Who's a federal employee?
Who's basically a federal. It's like you attacking a cop. You dummy.
You
and they got him on live on camera. Clear as day.
You getting federal numbers, homie. You getting like 20 years minimum.
Listen, it was 2 guys that beat up this guy, that tried to beat up this guy. The third guy ran up and pulled him off of him to say, like, are you crazy? And they got away. But I'm like, bro, your face is right on camera, bro.
So right now, you done.
Honestly,
it's a matter of time before somebody sees you.
Yeah.
You can't stay home all day.
Honestly, I felt the third guy's intentions, but he low-key played himself because now
he's on camera as well.
He should have just walked away from that situation.
What? No, the third guy pulled the 2 guys off the guy.
Like I said, he should have walked away from that situation.
Nah, bro.
Because you doing that makes it look like you're related to the situation.
It's an accessory to the crime.
And you might get a RICO charge. You never know.
Shoot. Now it'd be different had he just been a civilian trying to help the postman. Because now it's just like, okay.
Well, in essence, he was, because he was pulling them off of him.
But look how that looks though. It looks
the optics.
It's the optics.
You know, they're gonna be like, oh, I know this guy. I'm affiliated with this guy. Versus like, I don't know this guy.
Post worker.
You know.
Yeah.
So that's how, like, if he was like trying to pull the post worker away from that situation is different.
Yeah.
But you trying to pull your mans or your associate or whoever you have relations with to that dude it looks crazy. And my thing is, and back to what you were saying about like a lot of these dudes who went to prison in the 80s and 90s and stuff like that, just because they're grown men and they probably have, you know,
they're not grown mentally.
Yeah, they're not grown mentally. No. They're still them kids because they didn't grow mentally.
Second childhood
and stuff like that. If they wasn't reading books, if they wasn't trying to see their errors or their ways, if they wasn't trying to seek any type of guidance to better themselves for when the time comes for them to be free and make better choices, whether it's counseling the youth, whether it's finding even a decent job to just, like, you know, just reacclimate yourself in a different society and stuff like that. Because again, now more than ever, like, time changes more, like, so quickly, but now it's like in a vacuum of how quick time changes. It used to be like decades and eras, and even the past 25, 26 years is mind-blowing to see how many changes have occurred.
Oh yeah, it occurs very fast.
You know, but just imagine you getting locked up in like 1985, and then you get out you got out in like 2013.
Yeah,
that's a
culture shock.
That is a culture shock.
You're not lying about that.
You know,
technology nowadays moves so quickly. It's like, whoa.
You went from Walkmans to pretty much having the iPhone, have the entire collection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I think it's funny that you bring this up, that the technology advances we've seen from the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, 2010s, even to now, is at such a rapid pace. We've never seen this fast.
Yeah. No. Not at all.
Yeah, you're right.
And it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Because we went from
it's almost scary.
We went from records to 8-tracks, from 8-tracks to cassettes, from cassettes to CDs, from CDs to mini discs, from mini discs to pretty much MP3s.
Yeah.
You say something. You say the
and
words.
And now streaming.
You say the words Betamax to a kid right now. They'd be like,
what? Dial up? What's that?
HD DVD. What?
Betamax? Yeah. Dial up?
It's crazy.
DSL.
Beeper? What's that?
I don't know what that is. Crazy.
Push to talk.
Yeah.
I kick.
Flip phone? You mean I could text and I have to struggle?
What is this next tell you talking about?
AIM? What's that? What's that about?
You know?
Oh my god.
Black Planet.
Woo! This phone.
I would have stood on my profile.
Well, my probably be gone a long time ago with my MySpace account, man.
Whatever.
Yo, you know what I compare? Now that you mention it, you know, the fear of a black man. You know, I need to listen to that album. But you know what I compare that to? I compare that to the threat level of the Saiyans on Dragon Ball Z. Cause think about it for a second.
What?
listen to me
I
very.
Listen, I want to hear this
right now.
Listen to me
You
very.
went way to the left.
Listen to me. Listen to this very, 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 very clearly. Okay. They've done so many things physically and psychologically to emasculate the black man. Right. All right. Planet Vegeta had a bunch of Saiyans run by a king who was inferior to beings who wanted nothing but to rule them and destroy their planet and any potential of them, right? Now, majority of them are dead and gone and could have been wished back 1,000 times over because of the fictional side of the Dragon Ball Z, right?
Yeah.
Now, imagine yourself, right? Okay, some of them survive. One of them is a guy like Goku, right? Who's disciplined, but who has just an aptitude for fighting and pretty much taking his stuff to new heights, right? Now, just imagine those very same people with the same mindset of Goku, right? That's the natural fear of the universe. They could disrupt the balance of the universe. It's sort of like black people with our potential.
I see that.
In this country,
I see that.
They don't want that.
Oh yeah, we need to talk about that. Oh yeah, we need to talk because you know what? There's so many that happened during this week with the whole Sha'Carri Richardson situation.
Oh man,
and how they try to cancel her right now. And
let's get it in right now. We're gonna go right into it.
You know what? Let's do it because you know what it is. The IOC be on some real slow right now as of late, and I feel like there's some anti-black real
Kill shot bullets ready to go.
Let me tell you something.
Oh man.
Now, if you guys don't know about the Sha'Carri Richardson situation, it just goes like this.
I need to know where she's
She is a sprinter, right?
Yeah.
She's 19 years old, one of the best in the world, right?
Yep.
So recently, she was banned from competition.
Yep.
In the Tokyo Olympics because she got caught with weed in her system.
Where she was at the time, Oregon, it was legal.
Yes. And in the state of Oregon, it's legal to smoke weed, and it's
she did a couple of her mom's passing.
So what happened was that during the time was a reporter brought to her attention that her biological mother had just passed away.
Yeah. And
she had no idea.
Yeah.
Now, I know rules are rules.
Yes.
And I'm not being. I'm going to just lay it out in the layman's term.
Go ahead.
Rules are rules, yes. And the Olympics is an international type of thing.
Yes.
And as an athlete, you should know your rules.
Yeah, you're right.
Cool. She did what she did, but her mental state, it's like someone hearing their parents die and you go out drinking.
Yeah, of course. I can attest to that.
Yeah, and in that, wherever you're living at, if it's legal to do so, yes. The Olympics ban it because weed is a banned substance.
Which I don't know why the it is, honestly speaking. But we're gonna go into it in a second.
Because they don't view it as a way to enhance your performance as far as athletic ability based on your requisite skill set for what you do in the Olympics. They view it as a different way of I guess speed up possible recovery time and stuff like that, which I get, but I don't agree with it because there are bigger things at play.
Yeah.
I.e., men transitioning to women to compete in women's divisions in their sports. Okay.
Oh yeah.
There's a scientific backing to why that's not a good idea. Because my thing is, if you could have cut it in your natural, in your natural or as a man, then you should have shortcut it by trying to become a woman in these sports.
You know what?
Yes, you're right about that.
You know what it is? It's a touch situation, and you're right. It's kind of hypocritical to allow one thing over the other.
Yes,
but I feel like they're not in the same arena.
They're not in the same arena. But my thing is it's a far cry because weed is not something that where she gets this overwhelming advantage in front of competition.
And I agree 100%.
If she is high and she's out here performing at the highest level, then that means the rest of the competition are just
sucks.
Yeah, they don't belong. They don't belong on the track with her.
So here's the thing.
That's what that means. Respectfully speaking,
if you have weed lungs, if she has weed lungs and she beat Yall just on the track, then Yall are some of the worst runners in the game because she has weed lungs, mind you. I don't know how weed lungs affect people in sports wise. I can't speak for it myself because I didn't do weed outside of edibles when I was doing amateur grappling. But I can say this much: like it does help out with pain,
recovery
to a degree.
Instead of them popping those pills.
I'm sure they talk. She could have passed on to connect to them.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, and here's the thing. We talk about the Olympics.
Yep.
You know how much emotional, physical, and mental wear happen to these athletes on and off the field?
Oh yeah, because remember for the Olympics they're not getting paid.
Not at all. All of
All
endorsement.
they're getting is endorsements.
And
so when you see these athletes on the track or the field or basketball or swimming, they're not getting paid by it. They're not getting sponsored by it. They make the money off endorsements.
And that's it. So you're looking to get endorsement from either Polo or McDonald's or Subway or Toyota or all these other companies. Like, if you get a sign in for one of these companies, you're good money. Or Nike.
But the IOC is making buku bread.
Exactly. Not as money they put countries into debt at the Olympics.
Yes, look at Brazil.
Yeah, that stadium they had.
It's a piece of junk now.
Yeah, it's abandoned. They put buses there, like wore down buses there. It was one of the most beautiful arenas I've seen. They could use it for the soccer tournaments. Nope.
For sure.
Shut that. And I can only imagine the electricity. I can only imagine the electricity that used them. They burned to keep this shit lit.
There's such a prestige and honor to be an Olympian
of the city.
An Olympian, to be a medalist, to be like I was at the Olympic Games and I was performing at the highest level. But to me, I don't even want to play the race cup, but I feel like it's deeper than just her bringing weed.
I think it's the IOC has a real anti-black agenda as of late.
I feel like, my bad. I feel like she brought like her whole culture with her. Being from Texas, the way her hair is do, the long nails and stuff like that. She just wants to
shine.
She wants to shine, but she also wants people from back home to know that you
can make it.
That when you see me, see you.
True.
And stuff like that. And I just feel like all these little things and nuances with the weed. I get it's not one of those. It's one of those things that's in the protocol. But to me, this is ridiculous. I mean, they did the same thing to Michael Phelps after he won him all those gold medals. And
he lost a lot of endorsements. He lost a lot of prestige. And don't get me wrong, he was caught with weed in the system after the Olympics. But he lost millions of dollars.
But now, see, this is the thing that you talk about with Michael Phelps and endorsements, et cetera, et cetera. Because at the same time that she's going through her nonsense, well, her situation, I'm not gonna say nonsense, is a girl named Shelly Houlihan who was poised to be in the Olympic Games too. Yeah. And she got hit with a banned substance in her system.
Which one?
I believe it was. My God, I don't know which one it was. But she blamed it on burrito meat.
Oh, the steroids.
Thing. Yes. Cause remember Canelo got hit with that too one point in time? It was the pork he was eating in Mexico. It was a banned substance. And he's like, I didn't take anything. And he blamed it on the meat.
Yeah, I call bull crap on that.
But if Canelo's training in Mexico, I can understand it.
It's the
but what this girl's training at?
Can you understand it though?
What?
Can you understand it though?
The double standard?
And
mind you, she's gonna be competing.
Can you understand in Canelo's case? Because let's be honest, a lot of those processed, enhanced drug stuff and like poultry and meats, that should be an Americanized thing. That should not be a Mexico thing.
Actually, it is now because now even with Mexico, they're getting the same high fructose corn syrup stuff that we're getting here.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's terrible.
Bad.
Have you seen the obesity rate in Mexico right now?
No.
Look it up. It's gonna shock the crap out of you.
Damn.
Shoot.
Because now all the stuff that we're getting here, nobody's really messing with it anymore and getting more on that health kick. And guess where everything's going now? South of the border. There you go. Bingo.
Meanwhile, their stuff over there is made with sugar and tastes much better.
Yeah, but now they're getting the high fructose corn syrup as well now.
Don't drink it, y'all. Don't drink it.
Don't drink that corn.
Don't drink that corn.
But back to the whole situation though.
No double dipping now.
That woman you just said before about who got caught with
a banned substance in her system.
Yeah, and she's able to compete still. It's quite obvious why. Emphasis on quite.
I'm not saying nothing.
Don't blame it on the venison. You know it ain't.
I'm just saying.
Don't blame
no,
it
I'm blaming it on the fact that she has the complexion for the protection.
I'm just saying.
I'll leave it at that.
Two things can be the same, but not like the other.
Exactly. And that's what it is. Like, and I feel like on some real dish, the IOC is on some real anti-black. So they should because look what happened.
Oh no, they banned a swimmer's cap that was made for African American hair.
Because we the Olympics never had something that like that happen before, but you need this type of cap. Like, you never had a black swimmer on the level of competing in the Olympics before.
I hope that whoever that girl is, that's where that swim cap. Put some cornrows in your head, right?
Yeah.
Win it. I want you to win it. Like, you have to win.
Yeah.
We just need to change.
And then when you're on the podium, start unloosing your hair.
You know what? I feel like
have an afro.
She's the girl from England, I think, right? The swimmer from England.
I
think
know.
I think it's the girl from England.
So,
but it's ridiculous. Oh, we never had to deal with that before. Like, no, she did because he had no black swimmers before.
Exactly.
No, fuck.
The Olympics just needs to change the imagery, and I think it just needs to be like a global imagery on weed, you know.
And it gets even worse because look what happened to Simone Biles. Yeah. She was doing some incredible.
And they banned some of her moves.
And they pushed the goal line even further just to.
And she still got it.
And she's still the GOAT.
So what does that tell you?
Listen, Olympics. You guys need to understand. Just because just because her athletics and genetics is different doesn't make the others lesser. It just means that she's
on a different kind of time.
She's just on a different type of time, and we need to appreciate and respect the ones that are on a different type of time. All right.
It gets worse too because look what happened to that woman who was the shot putter. The Gwen Berry. I think her name is. I'm not sure, but she was wearing she put a hat activist athlete on her head, like a shirt, because they banned her from wearing any BLM and any athlete wearing any BLM gear. So because it's political, which is it's an actual movement to see. We deserve the same treatment as you do, like white people and all this stuff. It's not a political thing; it's an actual life thing.
All I'm saying is
it blows my mind because with the Olympics, here's the situation. I'm sorry.
No, you go.
Here's the thing: you don't want to be political, but you be political since the inception of the Olympics is ancient Rome. You had a whole Olympics in Nazi Germany, hosted by Hitler,
and Jesse Owens had to shake his hand.
Yes, a man that, in his eyes, not only is inferior, but also he wanted him and others like him eradicated from the face of the earth.
And he won it.
And he blew his blue eye and blonde hair for them off the track.
Yep.
With a German brand sneaker, Adidas. On top of that, he put Adidas on the map. Jesse Owens.
Talk about it.
No other German athlete worked Adidas. It was a black man from America.
Talk about it.
You hear that, the Olympics? When the unicorn decides to come outside, do not strip it of its individuality.
Talk about it.
Okay? Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't be like that. Come on.
You know?
And at this point, I'm like, to all my black listeners or any other listeners who up with us, I'm going to say like this. Let's just say like this, point blank. Off the Olympics. Let's watch something else. Let's watch some Fast and the Furious 9. Let's watch some Black Widows come out next week. Let's watch some movies, man.
If a young KD want to come outside and play a nice pickup game at Rucker Park and drop 66 and look like he could go another 2 hours, let it be.
Let it be.
Let it be. Let it be.
Like, it blew my mind. Like, yo, like, y'all are showing so much. And meanwhile, there's athletes out there who do actual hardcore shit and don't get popped yet until after the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, you're worried about weed. You know? Weed ain't this, dude. Unless you're the Diaz brothers, weed does not give you an advantage over anything in sports. Nothing.
Not only that, I just feel like they want to just remove the character from the Olympian, from Sha'Carri, and not even contextualize where she's from.
Well,
and
mind
stuff like
you, though,
that.
people forget though that she can still compete, but she won't be in 100 meters.
She won't be the single. She'll be in the team.
She'll be in the team, and even that she should blow it out the water.
Oh, she will.
I hope she runs the leg at the last leg.
We love Sha'Carri will blow everybody out.
Yep.
Even the girl from Jamaica, who's one of the biggest threats.
Oh my, that was
a threat.
That was a competition I was waiting to see.
And now we can't see because they took it away from us. The Olympics took it away from us.
That's what I'm talking about. There's certain time when you certain moves, you know what? Let it go.
Here's my thing. Here's what I think. Here's what I think that's gonna play out. She'll probably settle, do the team stuff.
No, she is.
You know.
So what it was is that she got banned, right? And because she put herself on the Olympic program, whatever it is,
the banned substance
reduced.
and banned substance program, yeah.
Yeah, it got reduced to 30 days.
I'm telling you right now, those next 4 years, she is gonna wreck the Olympics.
Oh yeah,
she's gonna be so mad. She gonna come so prepared. There ain't gonna be no laughing. There ain't gonna be nothing funny to.
So she's only 19, right?
Neck.
Yeah, she's 19 years old.
Oh, she has a long career. She has at least 2 tickets left in her, and that's it.
Think about it. If she is projected to probably go on a tear that Phelps did in water.
Oh, she's gonna own.
By the time she's 23, it's a wrap.
Yeah, she's gonna own.
Because when Phelps was 23, ain't nobody was getting gold other than him.
Nope.
Shoot.
Weed lungs, Phelps.
Everybody,
as well.
Everybody had to settle for silver and bronze.
Yeah.
We already know
his own teammates.
We already know who the gold was coming
like,
to.
yeah,
His own teammates was like,
I got a medal. Whatever.
It's like
as long as I got a medal.
He probably
Exactly.
something like, when it comes to team, y'all gonna eat, but when it comes to individual, y'all not
Mine.
eating.
Yeah.
I'm getting first. I'm getting all these plates. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm getting this 8.
Facts.
piece.
Real talk.
I'm getting this 8-piece, man.
Listen, man, just hand me a
With the
grocery
soda.
bag so we go home. That's all.
That's it.
8-piece with the biscuit and the soda
Real
right there,
talk,
man. I'm telling you straight up.
This is eating.
I mean, it just hopefully, but like I said again, we should not watch the Olympics. And as much as I want to, because it's in Japan, and I love Japan. I love Tokyo. They love black culture, all that stuff. We got to boycott the Olympics, unfortunately. We got to do it. Cause
And the thing is, why would they try to be so harsh and cruel with something that is proven to help in the medical field, as opposed to other things that are harmful?
like HGH, TRT, steroids, all this stuff.
The list goes on and on. All the effery they have.
And there's a whole program by the Russian government.
Yes.
And it was right there on Netflix.
Yes. I was about to say that. The whole country of Russia cheated during the Olympics.
Yes, for years.
For years. To the point where when they had
They got
runners.
banned. They got outright banned the entire country.
They had runners that were going against them during the Olympics and watching this lady blow right by her, and there was nothing she can do.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And she knew that she was juicing. And mind you, the record still stands.
Yep.
It shouldn't.
So the
How?
IOC,
They're hypocrites.
what are you talking about?
They're hypocrites. They're real hypocrites.
Don't do
Write
that.
them down.
Like
They're jokes.
one thing I have to I when it comes to me and anti-establishment, I don't like it. I like to break things
On
down.
to the club.
Okay, but the one company I have to respect is Nike.
Yep.
They still behind Colin Kaepernick.
Yep.
They still let Sha'Carri her endorsement and staying by her too.
Yep.
And they're always gonna be on the right side of history
Yep.
all the time. I guarantee you, Walt. Guarantee. During the Olympics, someone's gonna call it a substance in your system, and they're allowed to compete. And at the end of it, we know. I'm like,
We're gonna sue the Olympic Committee.
I'm like, really?
We're gonna sue the IOC.
Really?
Sue the IOC straight up. And down. If I couldn't compete because of weed, but they can compete on that dish. Nah, I'll see you up court.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
I want her medal stripped. She was just medal, or I'm gonna see y'all go on court.
I'm telling you.
Straight
now,
up.
Now this right here can lead to other things right now, right? So we talk about Olympics, right?
Yeah.
Now, last week we talked about the NCAA,
Yeah.
right? How now all these college kids now to get paid.
Oh, Percy Miller's son got a $2 million
Exactly.
deal. Even one day removed.
Just one day removed from that happening, right? So now this got me thinking. Shout out to Jay Billis. Shout out to Jalen Rose too. If all those athletes in the past, right, were caught,
I know where you're going.
right, caught soliciting themselves for money because they had to pay the mother's bills, they had to
Pay for apartments.
pay for apartments, had to take care of things at home,
Buy food.
had to buy food.
Yep.
Why can't they get their stuff reinstated?
Oh, and Reggie Bush to get his trophy back.
Yes,
Right now, ASAP Rocky.
ASAP.
ASAP.
What's the problem now?
Like, NCAA
Because
cut
now
that shit
you let
out.
it go because you guys been hosing these people down for so long,
For hundreds of years.
for years.
For
The
100
NCAA
years.
has been
100
trashing
years.
they're amateur athletes. Really?
No, but you're making billions of dollars a year. You're supposed to be a non-profit organization. You're making billions of dollars a year. Get that out fucking here.
But you can have a kid who can sit in a freaking. I want to curse. I don't want to be like you guys. You have a kid who can go to dinner
Come to the dark side.
to these sponsorship dinners, stand around, take photos all
With
day
the boosters, yeah.
with the boosters, and they're making tens of thousands of dollars per plate. Meanwhile, you go to your dorm, you're getting
ramen noodles. Yeah. And you're pretty much whoring out these athletes
Exactly.
to get freaking another $1 million donation and shit from these people. Like,
So I believe, and Jeb Buss is right, and all the others are right. They should reinstate their records because they did what they do.
and the Fab Five as well.
Yes, Fab Five, Reggie Bush. The list goes. The list goes long, on and on. As Jalen Rose, all those guys.
Yep.
Give them their stuff back.
Like, break bread. straight up and down.
You even had kids that play in the NBA right now that got canned from the NCAA because of stuff they did.
Yep, and they want their payback now.
Get the payback. Because there's a whole entire time you kept saying, "Oh, it's for education. It's for education."
Yes.
Damn, I cursed. Damn it.
Welcome to the adult side, kid.
I got thrown $1 in the pot.
Oh, stop it.
Listen, man, we got to stop.
We're starting over again.
Listen, I had some ammo today, but I feel what you're saying though, because my thing is like, I've had this conversation before. Do not try to control my destiny post high school.
Yes,
I'm an adult.
Don't do it to yourself. I'm an adult. As quickly as I can, find a guy, a military recruiter, should be as quickly as me saying I'm entering the NBA draft.
Yes,
and there should be nothing or no one
in my way.
Period.
But I'm happy for these kids.
They deserve
to
it.
Finally get what they deserve, because these college people
ate for a long time.
Eating.
These kids stop.
Eating.
It's like, my thing is like,
and these boosters were like vultures on these kids.
Like, they don't know these kids' circumstances.
Exactly.
Right?
It's like
they do know. I feel like they don't care.
I feel like these kids were like Frank White from King of New York, and then NCAA is the mob.
Yeah.
These people stopped what you guys ate, and that's not right. And we now, for every game that's on TV, I want in.
Yeah.
For every sneaker sale that's done, I want in.
Talk about
For
it. For
every game sold, because now the games are going to come back now. The NCAA video games will come back now. That's going to happen. I want in.
As you should.
For every concession stand that has my face on the cup, I want in.
Well, technically, the colleges can't pay them.
Yeah.
So they get money from the endorsements.
All right. So you're right.
So if Coca-Cola wants to sponsor a kid,
yes,
so be it.
For a Coca-Cola bottle can with my face on it,
I want to get paid.
I want in.
I want in. If Russell Athlete, well, I don't know. That's a different thing now.
Adidas, they're not doing individual.
Are the shoe companies going to be in this or no?
Yes, they are.
Good.
Like for every Nike, Adidas, Under Armour that's sold, I want in.
So I'm happy for these kids getting these deals, man. I'm happy, really happy.
Because they deserve it. They
deserve it. Because they've been oppressed for such a long time, and you know what I have to say? Props to California.
Yeah, for being a leader. That's always been the leader and change in this country. Because look what happened. First it was weed.
Yep.
Now it's college.
Right,
it's this and it's the
Prop
situation.
42. And they challenged the NCAA. They said, all right, no problem.
Oh, yeah? Okay. This is going to happen. All prestige athletes will come to our state and play for our schools, and we will dominate every sport for the next decade.
Because remember, that rule got passed 2 years ago. And now it's the time.
Yep. And every kid those 2 years went to California to play. I'll put money on that.
Well, I would. There's many reasons to go to California.
Well, for you, you know what type of time you want.
Yeah.
Of course. Coachella.
Women, weed, and weather for you, man.
Weed, weather,
the recipe.
and music.
Hey.
Eddie's, music, and weather.
Women, weed, and weather. That's what it is, man.
Weed and weather.
All right, man, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll get right back to it. DJ Intense here from On The Record Podcast. And you know what time this is. This is the song of the episode. Shout out to my brother from the UK. It's Cash with Return of the Man. Stream on all platforms.
I got the right type of move. Put you in the right type of move. Anytime we touch the road, think them full in love. Not try start no violence. You already know. Me set the trend. You can always do it again. Think the story done. Only just began. Yo, now me queer for pull up like gym sessions. Research, I've been trendsetting. She's impressed cause I'm impressive. Says she wanna know what I've been blessed with. Kingston my bond, baby. Narcos and firearms, baby. No worry, everything calm, baby. We can visit when you want, baby. Studied the game, never had a cheat code. Press man's button if you wanna see smoke. How you rolling with a snitch when you know that he spoke? Me, I never said ish, got my drip bespoke. Headache to A, cause I need loads. Looking for your favorite rapper, probably be on these ropes. Buried me alive, never knew I was a seed. Now I'm about to give the fam more than they could ever need. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. It's very true. shook tight. Held my left hand with my right hand and shook mine. Made a deal with myself first. Never make them overlook my self-worth. Never selfish, but I sell work. Well, I sold work, now I sell verses. Could've been in pen like ink, had to think out the box. Now they know how my pen work. Pioneer, baby, I'm a pioneer in this. 6'2" black king from the West Indies. Nosy had their eyes on my business. I was on the island minding my business. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. It's very true. They follow me and they will never follow you. Incredible, oh, I made it true. Incredible. Go on, do your research. It's the return. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. It's very true. They follow me and they will never follow you. Incredible, oh, I made it true. Incredible. I got the right type of move. Put you in the right type of I got the right type of move. Put you in the right type of move.
Welcoming you guys from the commercial break. Shout out to that boy Cashtastic for this new record he has up, Return the Man. What a dope record, man.
Dope ass track, for real, for real.
Great sample.
Yes.
It was from such a classic record that still slaps till this day.
The OG Mark Morrison.
Oh,
Yep.
for sure. Like I love these refreshing takes from that
Yep.
record to other artists who've sampled like classic records and gave it their own spin, like make it fresh as they keep the sample alive at the same time, which is always refreshing.
Very, 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 very. So, we spoke about the Olympics. We spoke about sports. We didn't get to sports. We spoke about the Olympics and, those situations at the Gulf Coast. But now it brings us to another issue.
Oh, boy.
Because we heard rumblings, but Mr. Jello Pudding Pop is out of jail, man.
I'm free. I'm free.
I'm free.
Thank God Almighty to feed me. Oh.
Listen, Bill Cosby is
You know what
a
it
free
reminds
man.
me of?
What's up?
It reminds me of the episode of the Bulldogs when they tried to kidnap Oprah and they got Bill Cosby and said, and
Put your damn
then he got
pants
so
on
annoying,
with the
so they
big
let him go.
boots and the stomping and the bag inside it and all the,
So they let him go.
he's mad annoying.
That was funny, actually.
That was a funny episode.
Yes, it was, actually.
You know how wild that gotta be, where like ransom doesn't even matter anymore. They just let you go.
So he was mad annoying, so he just let him go.
Yo,
That was
Yeah.
when Ed and
Rummy.
stole him, right?
Yeah, to kill Oprah, but he killed
Yes,
Bill
yes,
Cosby
yeah,
instead.
I remember that one.
What the down with the big boots and the stomping and the well, to see what happened was like, oh hell. He kept talking and talking like 2 minutes later, like, oh this. He put him right back in his chair and left.
And left him?
they're like, yo, this ain't worth it,
It's
man.
not worth
Let's
it.
go home.
He's rich, and the sad part is he's rich as f***,
Yeah.
and it wasn't even worth it.
Real
Hey,
talk.
man, it happens, man. So,
That was a funny episode.
Oh,
Bill
classic.
Cosby's free.
Free as a bird.
And
You're not to blame, but the prosecutor of Philly.
he got his due process.
I mean Pennsylvania for that. I mean,
Yeah, the prosecutor of Pennsylvania. He got his due process. Now, for those that remember, was it 2016 or was it 2017?
I think 2016.
So 2016, Bill Cosby was sentenced to jail on rape, right?
Yeah. Oh no, it's
Sex-
2017.
2017 on rape and sexual misconduct,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it's how it all broke down, right? He had a civil case, right?
Yep.
And what he admitted in the civil case was that he had sexual intercourse with women
Yeah.
while he was married.
Yeah.
He used drugs during the time,
Yes.
and gave women drugs too as well.
Yeah.
And it wasn't he willingly put the drugs in their drinks.
He offered it to
offered it to them. So he gave them the option to take it, right? It's not like he said, I'm a crush some pills, put in your drink,
Yeah.
or I want to make you sick. No, he's like, you want to use some pills to
Yeah.
relax yourself?
Yeah.
He said yes. Okay.
And it was, he said it in his deposition. He said the same thing.
Yes. So it wasn't like he normally gave these girls drugs and was knocking him out.
Some of the roofie type of shit.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So,
was like one of those karate chops to the back of the head.
No.
They knew it was happening.
You know what's happening.
No, they knew it was happening.
No Brown Hornet action.
No. And people understand is that he basically did some kiki stuff. Okay? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be, he wanted to have sex while he was high, and so did the ladies, and et cetera, et cetera.
I like the pinky in the pudding shoot thing.
You know what I'm saying? That was his thing. Now here's where it all went awry, right? All right? This is where it all went awry. Dirks.
I'm sorry.
Dirks.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
I'm not saying jerks, I'm saying dirks. Because that means the D word and the jerk put together, so dirks.
Hey, that's not nice. We're not pushing pudding.
Okay?
She was pushing my... I'm gonna stop.
Okay? So, the reason why he got off was the first DA offered to deal with him without criminal time, that he admitted to having the extramarital affair, with the sexual intercourse, and using drugs, which is, not... It's where his statue, you shouldn't be doing it, but whatever.
Yeah, but he had immunity from
he had immunity, right? The second attorney,
Sound
right?
like a Central Park 5 movie trying to pull on him.
He reneged on the deal.
Pretty much.
Because he basically incriminated himself.
Yeah.
And when his lawyers took it up to the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, they overturned the case because the first DA offered you a deal on your civil case.
Yep.
Because
to deal from further prosecution.
Exactly. And it's your right in a case. You don't have to speak.
Yeah, but he chose to.
Prime example, look at Derek Chauvin during his case. Did you ever hear him give any testimony at all? Nope. But he did speak when he got sentenced.
Yep.
That was it. That's the only time you heard this man talk.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he said anything during the case, you can use it against him.
That's true.
So he pleaded his fifth. Bill Cosby never was offered that because they used his civil case against him.
But he knew for a fact that he did nothing wrong.
Exactly.
And he stand by his morals.
Exactly. Right.
Contrary to what people believe or how people stand and this and a third. And I'm gonna say this right now, and I said this before on my personal shit, but I'm gonna say this point blank. Listen, you can hate me if you want to, not. I'm gonna say it.
Say it, bro. Let it out.
Reality is this, man. Bill Cosby's been married since the '60s. Since the days of I Spy, the TV show was on NBC. Was in black and white. To Camille. The woman he married in college.
Talk about it.
He was a very powerful man even back in the 60s.
Yes.
Had mad pull at TV shows up the wazoo.
He was on the way up.
Yes. He was the Nick Cannon and Will Smith before the Nick Cannon and Will Smith.
Exactly.
He pretty much gave him the blueprint of how to make it in the entertainment industry. Real talk. And a lot of people see that even for his age, for the age we're in, the 60s, how prevalent and trivial things were, for a black man to have that much pull in the entertainment industry is unheard of.
Yeah.
Like, it was like him and Sidney Poitier. That's it.
And remember, they
and Harry Belafonte. And
remember, Sidney Poitier and Cosby did a movie together.
Yep. Those are very few black people who had pull in the Hollywood game.
Yeah. It was, what's it called? Was it Just Us? Just Two? No.
It was Sidney Poitier. It was Bill Cosby.
What was the movie they did together?
Uptown Saturday Night and Let's Do It Again.
Yeah, Let's Do It Again. There's two when they did.
Yeah, that's two of them. The sequel was Let's Do It Again.
Okay.
And pretty much here's the situation, right? A lot of women, back. I'm gonna say it like this. I'm not okaying this at all, but it was what it was in Hollywood, and it still is kind of is to this day.
Yes, it's still going on. What you about to say? Go ahead.
It's the casting couch.
Yes.
I.e., what do you want to do in order to get this role? What do you want to do to get this position? What do you want to do in order to progress your career? And that's what it was. Too. Even men. Look at Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Dude had his freaking holder in front of his wife.
Yeah.
During a party, and a lot of people are saying this and the third. And no, I still say Terry Crews all day for leaving Gaberilla Union hanging like the way she did when she came out to defend his ass.
Who?
Gaberilla Union. Terry Crews left her hanging high dry when she accused
it wasn't a good look.
America's Got Talent people involved of racism, and he didn't do nothing to help her.
Really? I didn't know that story.
Well, that's a story for another day, but that's what happened.
Wow.
She came to bat for him when he was going through his situation because people say, oh, he's a how you're a big dude, and let some white dude grab your
so much to say about it.
I remember Godfrey was talking about that.
Oh, you got
Oh
to
man,
He gave him all the smoke.
Godfrey lit that dude on fire, like a 5-alarm fire, man.
It was
kerosene.
It's right up there with his Steve Harvey impression.
Yes.
It's pretty.
It's rough,
man.
But well deserving of Terry Crews. I love Terry Crews all day because I used to like him until he left the Gabriella Union hanging like that. Oh, that dude
me
all
too,
day.
man. I liked him on Everybody Hates Chris. I liked him in the Friday movies.
Oh, the Idiocracy.
Yeah, but,
President Camacho.
Yeah, but it's like it's
Feet all up.
It's just.
But back to the situation. Back to what we were saying. Pretty much with Bill Cosby. Wait, what was he before about the whole situation? Oh, hold on. Sorry. Back to the whole situation, right? The guy was married since the 60s, right?
Yes.
You knew he was married.
Yes.
He had pull.
Yes.
And pretty much women who want to progress their career went up to this dude's house or hotel room or where you want to reach him at. Even in Chicago, he was at the Playboy penthouse almost religiously.
But who wasn't there at that time?
I mean, he and Hugh Hefner were like this.
I'm saying, but who wasn't there at that time?
Good point.
You know what I'm saying? So, sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
It's going to say, like, it's all taboo, kinky stuff that people in those positions shouldn't be doing. Well, no, you can do it.
I'm gonna say like
but
this.
as the face, I'm
gonna say like this.
Who's to say he went there for the
ambiance?
For the ambiance. He could have went there for the art. He probably wanted to know you, like how you got that bunny insignia, like the way you got it.
How you found out this jazz artist?
I mean, come on, say,
So he did a lemon pepper Lou.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say like this though, man.
But we don't know. But go ahead.
But here's the thing: you knew what time it was.
Maybe he was in the grotto by himself. You never know.
I don't think there was a grotto at the time. Grotto was like something that was made in the 80s. No, I mean for the actual mansion in California. Or Playboy was still in Chicago for a time until he moved there to the West Coast. And they rented out a mansion, I think, for like dirt cheap, like something ridiculous that would never happen today. But I will get to that later.
In the words of Rivers Cuomo from Weezer, Beverly Hills. That's just where I want to bathe.
You and I both.
Go ahead.
But here's the situation, right? You knew he had power. You knew he had pull. And the casting couch was one of the things he was involved with. He's a man of power. Of course, he's gonna say, yo, what do you want to do? Like, yo, he brought girls up. The girl probably wants to get a position, on a TV show or a movie or a spread in a magazine or a booster shot to her career, or wherever she's in. And he said, I got you. Let's just have some fun. Let's pop some Quaaludes. And here's the thing. People always neglect to realize in the deposition, he said he offered women drugs.
Yes.
Key thing that people always want to overlook, he offered women drugs, and whatever happens after that is on them.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
But people
it
will say,
wasn't like you forced it on them. He offered it to them. It's a difference.
But then people will say, because he's a man of power, this, that, and the third, he shouldn't be offering girls pills, this, that, and the third, or he goes to his house that he's doing a decision from the women. Like, shut the
kidding me? How many times?
And I like consciously, I really do. But I see someone feels like, dude, really?
Think about this. What you just said. How many times have you set up the ambiance between you and the female, and you're like, you want to drink?
Exactly.
Same thing.
Like, and listen, I don't offer no drugs to a woman like that. Period. I don't get down like that. That's not who I am. But if a person offers drugs and you take it, and listen,
take it willingly.
Yeah.
Then that's totally right there. You're down with the get down.
Exactly.
And you knew you're here for a reason. You want to have fun. You took some drugs, and we're gonna get down with the get down.
You want to do something strange in exchange for a career,
yes,
and stuff like that. And you are reflecting the times of the '70s where everybody was,
swinging.
It was swinging, snorting the white horse,
Dude, drugs like cocaine was on a come up.
Yeah,
it wasn't even illegal at the time until the 80s.
Cocaine's been around forever.
It's wild to say.
A long time.
It's wild to say, but that disco era got a lot of bodies under his belt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not saying it's not illegal per se, but I say it was like heavily like looked down upon. Like it was like an open secret. Like people were taking like cocaine on a regular, like it was nothing, like a recreational drug. Like nobody give a fuck.
No, but the thing is that people didn't know any better around that time.
Yeah. Sitting with the lawn darts, people got killed from lawn darts.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking gremlins with the explosive back gas tank. People didn't know better. A lot of it was crazy. Like red meat, causes cancer. We did a lot of wild shit in the 70s, man.
Yeah, man.
The fact that some people survived that is a miracle in itself. Same in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like Corey Houlihan said it best himself. Like, yo, I'm surprised I still got a nose for all the drugs he did. He did mountains of coke that will make Charlie Sheen blush.
So,
like, real talk.
So he numbed his nose to spite his face?
As you can say,
You can say, yeah, he did.
But back to Bill Cosby, right?
And it's funny you brought the deposition up. Because when you said the deposition of him willingly, giving these women drugs, it wasn't like he forced it. It was there. And that's the thing people understand.
Even the great girl that got him in jail in the first place said, yo, he offered me drugs and I took the Benadryl.
There you go.
I heard it on the TV interview.
Yes, exactly.
Right there, plain as day. But y'all people doing the most, like, yo, why you stay, like, you know what it is? And I know why people are so after Bill Cosby, because what he said about our culture, this and a third, belittling. And I understand that, and I understand that. You know what it is?
It's a mixture.
I was butthurt when he said this shit to myself, and I wasn't even consider anything close to the N word in his perception. But still, I felt some type of way as well. But facts is facts. Yo, y'all went up. You knew what it was. I wouldn't know who Janet Dickinson or Beverly Johnson was until Bill Cosby put them on. Let's keep it real. All these women who have careers and fashion model careers, movie careers, and third, and they're the same ones that sued Cosby for this shit, and some of those recanted their depositions.
There you go. What'd you say? They recanted.
They recanted. And one girl was 16 years old, said that he had sex with Bill Cosby at the mansion. What happened? She wasn't even there.
You see what I'm talking about?
She wasn't even there.
See, like, what people gotta understand there's a court of public opinion and there's a court of law. Two separate things that goes on.
And you know what? At this point in my life, I couldn't give a court of opinion because you know what it is. At least I beat the court of law.
Yes.
I don't care how you feel, how you look at me, this and third. You look at me with the meanest look in the world. Guess what happened? I'm a free man. You look at me with the meanest look in the mall.
Talk about it.
Like, yeah. Oh, if you've hired this person, you'll seem guilty. Yeah, but I'm gonna be looking guilty at the mall, not behind bars. I won't be innocent looking behind bars.
Talk about it.
Yeah, let's be adults here. Let's be adults.
Talk about it.
You don't have to like it, but realize this though: if my freedom is on the line, I couldn't give a two about your public opinion of who I am.
Oh, for sure. My thing is, like, as you said, there's moral guilt and there's guilty through the court of law and due process.
Yes,
those are two very separate things.
And Cosby said it point blank. Listen, I offered the drugs. They took it. We did what we did. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm gonna say like this: if you come to my house knowingly you coming up for sex, and we took drugs, both me and you took drugs, and we still get down with the get down, is that still considered consensual?
What did it say?
Honestly, it's I see.
Or that's iffy as hell.
Based on those scenarios, it should be considered.
But in some people's eyes,
it should be considered consensual. But again, like I said, there are plenty of spin artists. That's what some of these good defensive or attorneys are playing, or like those
DAs.
Those DAs, pretty much they could paint the picture and dictate the narrative however they see fit.
In the court of public opinion.
That's exactly why you have to have everything airtight, from like proof of evidence in terms of messages. Also, if there's like an eyewitness or a person that was there that could vouch for your character versus what is being spun,
Hey, character assassination, it's used, but
I mean, no, it's one thing if the public does it because they're doing it based on the outside looking in. It's a whole different ball game when someone that was there could attest to the entire situation that contradicts everything that the person who's suing you is saying.
True.
And true. You know what it is? The part that killed the most is this. I was about to say something. This guy's career is not only his career and all that stuff, but other people who ate off of him.
Yeah,
their lives are ruined because you know what it is? Y'all canceled this show for 3 years off of network television. No one's really showing it. You know what I mean? And a lot of people who ate off of those residuals of the reruns didn't eat. Like that one guy. What's the name guy who's working at Trader Joe's?
Oh,
Geoffrey, what's his name?
I forgot his name, but the actor, yeah.
Geoffrey Owens.
Yeah.
I think his name is Geoffrey Owens. But
I don't remember his name, but I know you're talking about.
But the dude was working at a Trader Joe's and
in Jersey because he couldn't find any work.
And people were treating him like you're clowning. I'm like, dude, no, yeah, I'm trying to save my family. I'm going to provide for my family.
I got to do what I got to do.
Y'all killed my income because y'all felt some type of way of what he did, and here we are. Like, I got to work at Trader Joe's. I mean, a lot of people ate off his shows. Like, listen, guess who produced the Roseanne show, the original one? His Cosby Warner.
Oh, really?
I think it was him, Casey Warner. I think that's Cosby owned.
Oh, wow.
A lot of shows he helped produce. Like, I think it was Wings. I think it was The Different World.
Wings was a good
A
show.
Different World, yeah, he definitely.
I think he helped. I think Casey Warner was his production company. I think.
Look it up.
Look it up. Double check for me, please. 'Cause I'm not gonna look like a dumbass on the podcast, but let me double check real quick. What I'm gonna do is double check it. Double check it on my proof on what I'm saying. I'm gonna say this: the dude. A lot of people ate off his productions, off his movies, off of his comedy specials like that, and then you take that all away.
It's crazy.
Casey Warner, I think it's what they called.
The Casey Warner Company was an independent production company founded in 1981 by Marcy Casey and Tom Warner.
Was Cosby involved in all that? I thought he was involved in that. Cause they were involved in the Cosby Show, knowing for a fact.
They were. No, they were involved in the. He didn't own it.
Oh.
He was involved in other things, like you said. So, Different World, Cosby, Roseanne,
Wings,
Grande, You Bet Your Life, Grace Under Fire. That was a good one too. Third Rock from the Sun.
Yeah, they were
that '70s show. Woo!
They
Tracy Morgan show.
Yep.
Man.
All right, so it wasn't Cosby production, so my bad, people, for misinformation. But
No, we live and learn.
We live and learn. But like I said, based off the Different World and the Cosby Show, a lot of people ate. The Fat Albert Show, the Brown Hornet, even this old school shows he did back in the day in the 60s and 70s, people ate off of that on the reruns. And y'all killed a lot of people's pockets because he wanted to cancel the dude. And I understand he wanted to cancel the dude because he felt like he really took advantage of his women and raped them. And reality is this. We had to understand that cultures from 30, 40, 50 years ago are different from what we are today.
Mm-hmm.
We're super PC to the point of that you can say one thing about a movie that's multicultural and you will get canceled in a heartbeat because of one slight joke. And listen, I'm all for funny jokes. I'm all for dark jokes and all that stuff. It's like the episode of Family Guy when Brian Griffin said something about, went to see the new Kevin Hart rock Ice Cube movie Ride Along 3. Nah, I'm kidding because I'm going to see Baywatch because I graduated high school. She looked at. He said some slight remark. And as soon as he said that remark on Twitter, he got the storm of the century to the point that he was kicked out of his own house and forced to live on his own to distance himself from the Griffin family.
Who?
Brian Griffin. The dog.
Oh, in the movie? In the show?
The show, yeah. The one tweet, and the entire world came after him and his entire family.
So they played off on that on the TV show.
Pretty much.
That's funny.
But that's what it is nowadays. You say one thing, or say something that you did 10 years ago. Like, prime example, now they go after Gwen Berry, the Olympic athlete, because of her stance. They go after, how she said disparaging things about Mexicans and Asians and rape jokes and all that stuff.
Was this like 10 years ago?
Over 10 years ago. Of course, they're gonna dig deep for these tweets. That's how they are now.
There's no
they did the same thing with the kid from the Bills quarterback.
Yep, and
they pulled the receipts from tweets years ago.
James Gunn almost lost his career because of that situation.
Yeah, so
only to get rebound and be even bigger than he is now.
That was a time. It's funny to talk about deposition because the problem with people is, and we're all guilty of it, except for the people in this room. Which I hope is that people don't read.
I'll definitely read.
It's there. If you want to see the case, it's there. It's a funny thing about about the deposition.
You don't have to like it. You don't have to like it. Oh.
Do you know the victim had sex with Bill Cosby 5 times?
Yep.
And he met her family?
Yep.
And then she said that he raped her the second time around. If I rape you, why am I meeting your family?
Thank you. Talk through them.
And why am I meeting up with you 5 times?
So you tell me I raped you 2 out of the 5 times?
1 out of the 5 times.
Sorry, 1 out of 5 times. The last time was good for you. That's what it was.
Like my thing is, like, how does that conversation go? All right,
like Make it make sense, man.
We did the business the first time. Then the second time you're like, debatable. And then the next 3 times we golden.
Like what the fuck?
And then you're in the house.
Meeting my family.
Yo,
what type of wild is that though?
Yeah, he's on a different type of time. You ain't getting in the main house.
Speaking of
at the main table, no, you can't go there.
Speaking of wild, it's like should we segue to the next person? Or we keep going about Cosby?
I'll just end with Cosby like this. He got his due process.
Yes.
And it was a video that Wall had sent me, and the guy said the best. This Bill Cosby situation plays on emotions.
Yep, and divided our
and
community.
It's dividing people.
Yep.
If you were a person who was raped or sexually assaulted, you're not gonna believe him.
Yeah.
But if you're a person that looks at the whole thing and say, "Wait, no, he got screwed over," you can believe in it.
You know what
Two things can be right at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying maybe there was some, it was kinky and creepy because he wanted to get high and he wants some high, whatever. That's whatever. That's just guilty of.
Yeah.
But if they willingly took these drugs, and more times than not, you see in these civil cases, these chicks are coming
after the
out
money
to get the money because of whatever transgressions happened, and they have to be all buttoned up.
Yeah.
This is what happened. Like for prime example, people got last Deshaun Watson.
Mm-hmm.
With the massage therapist, with the massage people. What is he in trouble for? He's not in trouble because he raped a woman. No. He's in trouble. Why? Because he's kinky.
Yep.
And it's not PG.
Yep.
You can't be a person on lifestyle and do that kind of nonsense.
Yep.
And then it leads us to the next part of the story.
All right, but first things first, I'm going to say this point blank. The only people who loses out in this situation are the actual victims of rape.
Yes. If you're a victim of rape and sexual assault, yes, you have merit to stand on. But if you're one of these bastards that's out here reaching for a come up to a bag because you see that, if I had sex with him and this person had sex with him,
and mine didn't work out the way I wanted to because after having sex with this dude,
yeah, you're a cum bubble.
I just feel like there's so many different things that play with this whole Cosby release because to victims who've been like sexually abused and terrorized and scarred by these events, it seems like a spit in the face. On the other hand, it's showing us the inconsistencies in due process with the courts.
Yeah.
And also it's also showing us that if you're not of a certain level of a high profile, if you haven't created your own avenue of privilege and influence, that you can find yourself in these various scenarios. And it does usually happen to up and coming talented prospects who just get dealt a bad hand based on a lie.
I'm gonna say point blank. My boy from the West Coast, Artemis Gordon. If you follow his page, he said it best himself, and he's right. I hate to say it though, the one part he said it was right. Cosby bought white man's justice.
Yeah.
Let's keep it 100.
Keep it a buck.
Let's give it a buck. He bought a white man's justice. He had some of the best lawyers money could buy in the area.
And he got out on a technicality.
Yep.
You have to.
Because those guys were sloppy.
Yeah. And they caught up in their own, and they got caught up.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what happened. Listen, so now you know what to blame but the previous prosecutor.
Yeah. I can't blame him. Attorney number one. It's between the three of them. Between the judge, their attorney, and the second attorney. Because you're supposed to work in sync.
It's not that. I think these lawyers that was out to put Cosby behind bars also became. In many respects, what I'm basically saying is I think they got greedy based on this PC Times. I think they tried to use the Times against Bill Cosby.
No,
the Me Too movement.
It wasn't that.
I think it's part of it because
I don't think so.
Because I'll tell you why. Because when we look at these times and we look how things are going about how this cancel culture is out to get you with old tweets you've made that existed in a different space when you were on a different mindset, however you chose to use them. Now we fast forward around this time where it's like, again, PC era, a lot of victims. Everybody is super sensitive about certain things. They tried to use the times against Bill Cosby instead of building an airtight case. Yep. Because if they was in the business of building an airtight case, you wouldn't have quote unquote victims recanting their statements.
Talk to them.
For me, and yes, that part, yes. But for me, it just all boils down to one simple thing only. Like, especially with these prosecutors and DAs, you have to make a name for yourself.
And that's what he did with Cosby.
And that's what the second attorney tried to do. He tried to make a name for himself.
Of course he did.
I'll be the guy who took down Cosby.
And I'll be the guy that took down Cosby.
My career's gonna blow up.
So whenever it comes time for me to get reelected or to be an attorney for another
higher office.
Higher office, look what I did.
Yep.
That's what these DAs do.
Listen, you can make a name for yourself, but have the case be concrete. Don't try to make it fashionable or trendy.
Yes, you're right. Well,
because if you're taking a trendy approach on it, things like this is gonna happen.
You're right.
Yep.
And you know, for me, is Bill Cosby getting his due process, and he's exonerated, and that's all that matters to me. He's exonerated, and he should get back every single flipping penny that he sues for.
Oh, he's gonna get it.
He should get it all back.
He's gonna get it.
All those donors that you're donating money to for your universities, y'all better get a bucket of paint and be making, some Xerox copies and put it up on that building with his name on it, because I'm coming to get everything. I want to sue the F out of everybody.
They say that lady
for ruining for me.
They say Lady Justice is supposed to be blind. It's not blind. It's just there's just nuances to it. It's not blind at all. It's a matter of whose politics is correct. That's what it comes down to.
Yep.
At the end of the day.
We spoke about Cosby, and another interesting story popped out, similar to Deshaun Watson and to Bill Cosby. This story is about the LA Dodgers pitcher, Trevor Bauer. Right?
Yep.
Now, if you guys don't know, he was hit with that same type of, sexual assault, sexual abuse from a woman he met on IG. Right?
Yep.
And I was like, here we go again.
Little PYT try to fly out,
Another guy getting caught up on these IG models.
He's so
and not, doing their due process to avoid situations, right?
Yep.
Now here's the dope thing about Bauer. Which is, I'm not saying dope, but I'm happy. He kept receipts. Right?
Yep.
As one should,
right? And what he said was that, yes, he was guilty of having sex with this woman and assaulting her, but he has receipts. And we're like, what receipts are you having? Bauer had saved the DMs that he had with this woman and text messages with this woman, right?
Yep.
So now I'm gonna read through some of the DMs that Bauer had shared with this lady, right? She says, I know how pink is your favorite color, Poppy. He says, oh yeah? Pink looks good on me, huh? She said, it really compliments your vibe. He says, oh, it hits like that. She says, pink socks stay on while cuddling. He says, yes, man, whatever you want. But then she says, when it's off, it's time to choke me out.
Oof.
Thanks, you're the best. He then says, you want to go out, huh? She says, yes. That's a game changer. Right?
That's you, homie.
She then says, tell me more. Right? He says, tell me more. She then says, I never been turned on in my life. Give me all the pain. Rah. Wow. He goes, really? When you were going out or when you woke up? Because he choked her out, right?
Yeah.
Yo.
She says,
Jesus.
When she was going out, she got turned on. Wow. Right? Then she says, now that I know what it feels like to wake up from it all, I'll probably just feel as good to wake up from that. He goes, my God, you turn me on so much. She says, mission accomplished. He says, now I want my arm around your neck from behind. She says, do it harder. He goes, yes, man, what else do you want? She then says she wants a couple of slaps here and there. She wants another handprint on her ass. Then she wants to tell him what he's going to do to her.
I think we should play the Oz theme song during this right now, man.
It gets better. He goes, do you know what pain is? She says, sends him an explicit photo of her. You know, whatever. You fast forward. They're chatting it up about meeting up for the second time around, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? But have a good old time. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry. Play the Oz theme song. Sorry.
She's trying to run it back.
Right?
Yeah.
So basically, she was saying, the first time around when you choked me out, it felt great. But the second time around, you need to go harder.
Oh, but a reverse naked choke on you? What the f?
That's what she likes. She likes to get beat up.
A UFC match in this?
What the f? She wants to get slapped around.
I heard it, but it's like, yo, I'm rich as how the hell I'm gonna do that, and then now I get caught up in some
Listen.
It's off in a different way.
Listen, this is what she wants, right?
Oh, my God.
So, they go around the second time around, right? Mm-hmm. Here's an aftermath. She says, the bruising and swelling on my face and jaw will be gone about a week. Then for the head symptoms, I'm not sure. Probably a weekish, too.
So she had a concussion, I'm guessing.
Yes. It's better makes sense. No, it's better. It just makes you want to sleep at lot. She just wants it go away. He says, I feel bad for this. I wish I could be there for you and through it. She says, I'm just grateful that you're showing that you care. He says, I do. I absolutely do. I don't want to see you hurting. She then tells him that he should never do it again and nor should do it to another woman. Right? Now, the reason why she went to the police with this accusation, because the woman suffered concussion.
Yeah.
Because Bauer beat that ass.
Yeah, as she wanted.
As she wanted. Okay? And because he beat that ass and roughed her up like she wanted.
Yeah.
And she had to go to the hospital.
Yep.
Because she had bruising in her ass because they had anal sex.
Oof.
While she was out cold. Mm-hmm. And he was roughing her up. He's beating up the box. He was beating her. That she wanted.
Jesus.
And because she
was
went to the hospital,
about it, yeah.
Yeah, she went to the hospital. And the doctors were like, oh, you got to press a lawsuit. Because this is assault.
But
not knowing that the two of them agreed upon them having sex like this.
And you see, like this, that, you know what it is? Remember that skit on Chappelle's show, The Love Contract?
Yes.
And I feel like I'm a broken record. I said this a couple of weeks ago on a podcast as well. I'm saying it again. It's getting to the point that you have to do that. If you're a man of status or playing for a team or an actor or whatever, you have to cover your ass, because it's getting to the point that if you do some things in bed and the girl could recant and say, yo, I didn't agree to this. I didn't say you could do this and the third. And it's always the woman's words over yours.
Talk about it.
In the court of law. Like we've seen it before all the time, from family court to, divorce court. It's always the case. It's the woman's words over yours. The woman has all the power when it comes to certain things in the court of law, unfortunately, and that's just what it is. And you could be in the right and have all the dots, all the T's, all the I's dotted and whatever, and the T's crossed. You can still lose the case.
Exactly.
And
thank goodness the man had these text messages.
That's
and
only
all these
his
DMs
ass.
Screenshot, because if he didn't have that,
even in
it'll be he said, she said. And just based on looking at him and looking at her, you're gonna side with her because look at her face.
Yep, exactly. And the part killing the most is this. I'm not sure he said this or not. He still got suspended for the MLB.
Yes, he did.
And I was sued and shut on MLPA.
Don't worry, the MLB union is gonna
sorry, not MLB, the MLPA. I'm not sure the
MLB themselves, not the MLB union, the MLPA.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna back him.
Yeah, they're gonna back him.
And good luck with the MLB trying to figure out how to get around this.
How to spin this.
It's been because you can't.
Yeah,
the only thing Bauer really did wrong was
getting a girl from IG.
Well, but the end all be all bad thing was that he's into kinky sex.
Yeah, and honestly, you better off going to an S&M dungeon.
Yes,
and get your kicks off of that way, or a really consensual person, or pay for a person who's willing to do what you want to do, and okay to the things you want to do. on paper. You know what?
Okay.
I'll say like this, point blank. You know what it is? I have a great example to put up right now. Derek Jeter.
Oh my God, we just talked about El Capitan.
All the women that he bedded with, and not a single word was mentioned of what happened during those escapades.
Nothing.
All you got is a fruit basket, a gift basket, and that's it. To keep it moving.
And some Derek Jeter memorabilia.
Yeah, memorable experiences, memorabilia from El Capitan, man.
And a basket.
That's
a gift
it.
basket.
Leave your phone at the
And
door.
not a single woman has anything bad to say. You know why? I guarantee you this. I promise you this. You probably won't know about it. What you said? Say it right now. Say it.
This is
man.
bad.
Say it.
It's pretty funny.
Say it.
I
Say
can't
it.
find the song. I'm not gonna
Oh man.
Say it.
Okay.
Well,
so,
No, he said that he wanted to play Hush by LL Cool J.
Oh,
just hush.
Just hush.
you know what it is though? I think with Jeter, you probably wouldn't even know about it, and I probably wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. But I guarantee you, he probably had an NDA for.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's where Bauer went wrong. He didn't call it like El Capitan for the NDA blueprint, man.
They call him the captain for a reason because dude know what he was doing. He know how to
The man know how to play the game, baby.
Listen,
on
man.
and off the field.
That's
Listen, there are attributes or intangibles that are that are definitely in play off the baseball field. Okay, you don't get this nickname for not being clutch. DJ came through in the clutch for the Yankees
Multiple times.
and with these women. All right,
Talk about it.
nothing but rave reviews and hush.
Yep.
Hush.
When's the last time we heard Jessica Biel talk about Derek Jeter?
Never.
Never.
Mariah Carey.
She gonna talk about
Not
beloved.
never.
Mariah Carey was
Listen, if you're trying to
sit,
still come to New York and be unbothered and get this New York pizza, you better not say a word about El Capitan.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, you won't be a New York minute, but I'll
All
tell you, have a
you
fun
gotta
time.
do is rock the Yankee fit and tip your hat to the man with nothing but respect. All right.
Yep.
You saw the
I can only
commercial.
imagine the bodies DJ has.
Dude, he had the who's who list, man.
And he never said a word.
None of the girls said a
man.
word,
Never
and
said
he
a
never
word,
said a
bro.
word
Listen,
himself.
at the end of the day, if you're gonna entertain these women for whatever reason, like you know the deal, they know the deal. There has to be there has to be a level. There always has to be a level of respect and like treating these women as if that you was really like this was like really your partner that you was rocking with. You know, even if that's not the case and stuff like that. And yeah, NDAs are important because when they are violated, there are legal fees that they are not trying to entertain.
Talk about it.
Because honestly, he that was the trap card he didn't play.
You know what it is? He's worth how much money he's worth at this career? $500 million.
It's not even that.
And he knew how much he's going to lose.
Yeah, it's the money that he is gonna. Yeah, so that's what I was gonna get at. It's the money that he's gonna lose down the road.
And sitting Travis Bauer, he's smart to have those texts. If it was one of those texts, it's a rap. It's like remember that line from the Clip song. Forgetting that song, but it's like S&M chick told Pusha to choke her, and I realized how rich I am. It's like, no sir. Remember that line?
I remember that one.
All right, the S&M chick asked Pusha to choke her. Then I realized how rich I am, and I say, no sir.
You don't want that problem. That's all it is.
We don't.
And listen, I'm all for the kinky stuff myself. Listen, I love to get bit by a girl. I love to get scratched. I don't know why I like it. I just like it. But you know what it is, though? I'm not going to go crazy on a woman because I know how strong I am.
I think you watched Blade too many times.
You know what? One. You. One. You.
I might be getting somewhere with that.
One.
Listen, man.
Two.
Praise that dude, man.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Praise
Right?
that dude.
Oh, you get this one
No,
girl
I don't
who'll be
knock
sucking
it.
on your neck, and then she bites it
I
the right
think-
way. Like, oh my
I
god!
think we're all.
Woo! Lord have mercy.
I think we're all.
I'm over here sweating right now, man.
Oh man,
no, no.
ladies, I'm telling you right now, if you like a big brother and you know how to bite a man the right way,
Oh,
come
my
holler at
gosh.
me. I'm just saying right now, man, straight up and down.
I think we're all entitled to our kinks. Like
We all are.
Like,
Listen.
like one of my favorite verses.
Ooh, Lord, I'm getting the sweats.
And it's one of the coldest verses of all time. 3 Stacks' verse towards the end of So Fresh and So Clean,
Yeah.
Oh,
where he talks about like biting and sucking lips. That's my thing. I love that ish. That's my thing. I'm just letting ladies know right now that is my thing.
oh, that's your thing.
That's that might be a Gemini thing. 3 Stacks is one of the coldest cats ever, so he knows what he's talking about.
lips. Rick James and no chains and whips. I do suck lips till hips jerk. And double time, the boy next door's the freak.
And he did more in that verse than most rappers do in their career, to be honest with you.
Dude betted Erykah Badu. Enough said.
Listen, man, if you got a cold 16...
There's a few guys who
all right, I'll put it like this.
He haven't been the same after Erykah Badu.
Well, 3 stacks has been 3 stacks from the jump.
Listen, if you got a cold 16 and you can rap and you're bright, you're in. It's sort of like, J-Lo, if you got steps, you're in. You don't even got to say a word. Just dance. I'm telling you. Well, Erykah, listen, man, if you could think, walk, and chew gum at the same time and spit a verse, oh, my God.
You're in.
Shoot, man, you ready to do that, man? What are you talking about?
Has the battles won.
This guy over here, man.
Oh, man.
But like I said, man, honestly, guys, all the
I'm gonna let that live.
wow,
Oh, man.
to all the athletes, stars, you know,
rappers,
politicians,
IGs, politicians, all you guys.
just be careful,
Please.
Yeah.
and
Please.
and honestly, at this point, fuck it. I'm gonna say like this: the love contract is now a real thing.
Yes.
Write them shits up. Make sure you get the things you want to do on paper, and they have to check off if they want to do it or not. And then when everything's all said and done and notarized, then you do what you got to do. I know it sounds insane. It sounds
Notarized.
Yeah.
Damn, you going that far?
Yes, I am.
I don't blame you.
Because in the court of law, you can't find a notarized document.
Laminate the paperwork.
Yes, you can do that. Because listen, at the end of the day, listen, I hate to say it like this, but I'm gonna say it point blank. Don't think some of these women are more opportunistic as guys are. I mean, when it comes to getting that paper, like tripping down. Let's give it a buck. Yo, this whole Me Too movement. A lot of people got canceled. This, that, third. Some rightfully so.
Yes.
Some not so rightfully so, because reality of the matter is this is because a girl didn't get the thing that she was promised, or they don't like this guy for being at a level that she's not. Or
they weren't in their assumed relationship that they thought they were in their heads.
Yeah. And they wanted to suffer. They wanted to suffer. They wanted to lose face. They wanted to lose career stability. They wanted to lose a lot of stuff. Like, pretty much destroyed the person.
Honestly.
That was him to Watson.
Honestly,
He didn't pay enough for his massage people.
Yeah.
And they turned on him.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, it's like these IG girls are like very attractive bookies because it's either NDA or they'll make sure you pay it forward.
Yep.
That's how I see it. Now the bookies don't look like Charles Oakley nowadays. All right?
Wow.
These bookies come in like probably like 5'5", 5'6", and they got shots back there. No Hennessy shots. You know what shots I'm talking about?
BBLs.
They know a guy that knows a guy that that
can hurt you.
That and stuff like that.
And he will do anything for her.
Facts.
Whatever she wants.
Oh, you mean that? Those type of guys. My bad.
That's why you got. That's like I tell these dudes, man. Like when it comes to these dancers, bottle girls,
you got somebody,
bartenders, IG mouth. They got somebody in the tuck that's willing to lose it all for her.
Ready
just
to go.
for her.
Just ready to go.
Ready to do some damage. You gotta be careful out here, fellas.
Yeah, real talk. Listen, if you could afford a special ops and Navy SEAL, trust me, once he barks up that tree, the tree will fall on him.
Yeah.
I know guys.
And then be like, and then she'll be like, and then I'll be like, you don't have that guy no more.
Listen, I know guys, fellas, that will do some work.
Yeah. When
it comes to the right price.
Yep.
They'll make sure.
I'm not even saying they're gonna make sure that you don't go away, but they'll make sure that you feel whatever message they want to send.
Yep.
So you gotta be careful now, because not just when it comes to people, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah, it's facts. It's dangerous.
In any profession nowadays.
Pretty much.
Your plug it can be not what you could be the most talented person in the world, but if you don't know anybody to let you in, you're not gonna get it in.
I feel like information and lack of information occupy the same space.
Yes, it does.
Because I feel like sometimes when you don't know enough, it's like trying to walk. It's like trying to walk in the dark and stuff like that. Unless it's like trying to walk in the dark, but this time you don't know the layout of the land.
Talk about
it. There's a difference between you walking in the dark in your house and you knowing exactly where to go and not to go. And then there's this level of information where you're like, Yo, the level of information I have is like in too deep. It's like the accountant with Ben Affleck, like, you know.
Which I haven't seen that movie yet.
Oh, you got to see that movie. Ben Affleck is a super underrated actor. He bodied that role. The accountant.
I heard everybody talk about that.
I gotta see that movie.
Yo, you both have to see that movie. It's so
I'll check
good.
it out.
We were watching it a few weeks ago, man.
Yeah,
Like,
it was on, and that was like Showtime.
Watch it from start to finish. I think Ben is definitely underrated.
Yo, I've
actor.
been in the town. He's an amazing actor in the town.
Oh, he was great in the town.
But
Yeah.
that movie's dope as well. But watch The Accountant, bro. Like, oh my
I'll
god,
check it out.
He smoked
'Cause I
that
loved.
role.
It's funny thing people don't give him slack, but I liked him as Batman.
I liked him in Batman too.
He
I thought he
fit
was a dope Bat because he fit like the older,
physical profile.
The Dark Knight Returns. Batman.
He got the chin, and he also
The
got
butt chin,
the
yep.
Yeah,
stature.
no, he got the stature for it.
Yeah.
You know?
If
So I
give him
liked him
shit.
as a Dark
Yeah.
Knight.
No disrespect to Christian Bale, but I felt like that was the main thing that was lacking, to be honest with you.
Kristen Bell was a better Batman.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck
Was a better physical Batman.
no. I think he was a better of both because he played both roles good.
I think
Because like Bale as Bruce Wayne it wasn't really a Christian Bale as I didn't like him as Bruce Wayne.
you can legitimately argue he probably was a better Bruce Wayne. I felt like his charm operated from a very cold place.
Yeah.
You know?
Who?
Bale?
Bale, yes.
You know what it is? It reminded me of his role as he played in American Psycho.
Yeah,
That same suave,
yeah.
cold, like feel
Yeah.
to the character. Yeah.
But I like the storyline in those series better than all the others. But I think Ben Affleck was killed as Bruce Wayne in Batman.
You know what's
I like
interesting?
him as that.
yeah.
You know what's really interesting? I would have loved to see what Tom Hardy would have done with the Batman role. Not gonna lie to you.
Nah,
I'm
He's too
curious
big.
about
he's
it.
too big. Well, he's not too big. He bulked up to get to that role.
Tom Hardy Tom Hardy at the beginning stages is like, well, his physical development is very different because he's naturally a small guy. He got
Dude,
bigger.
have you
He
seen
got
him in
bigger
Bronson?
Yeah, he got big to
Dude
play
got
that role.
huge.
Yeah,
Did you
he
see him in
did.
that movie? I think Warriors. I think it's
Yeah,
called.
Yeah.
Classic movie.
Yeah.
Oh
But
my
when you
god.
saw
I
in that
love
movie of The Revenant, he wouldn't look nothing like those guys.
Yeah, you're right.
So when it comes to roles, he'll fill the stat sheet for it.
Or that TV show on FX, we played a Nomad, I think.
Yeah.
Dude was huge.
Huge, yeah.
No,
He can get big real quick.
like
Like
his-
guy, I'm like, whoo.
The thing is, his quality of acting could makes up for the lack of physical stature because he's really. I think he's about what 5'8", 5'9", maybe 5'7".
I think 5 around that ballpark. Yeah.
You know, and stuff like that. And like Batman is upwards of like what 6'2",
6'2", 6'5".
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I would have loved to see what he done with it. If not done that, but honestly, DC, you gotta revamp your thing, and I think Batman Beyond would be a great start.
The Aubrey
5'9".
The Suicide Squad movie coming out soon. Oh my god, cannot wait. James Gunn's The Suicide Squad movie dropping.
Yeah, I know.
Woo wee! It's gonna be a show.
Just smoking.
Another thing, I just gotta give a quick shout out to Margot Robbie. You are
Harley Quinn.
super attractive and you can act your ass off.
He's shooting his shot.
And that's just
He's shooting his shot right
that's
now.
just a mismatch I can't play around with, man.
Hey, Will Smith, if Will Smith can hit, allegedly hit.
Will Smith.
Supposedly him
Who's
and
that?
Will Smith.
Oh,
Fresh Prince Will Smith.
he hit that?
Allegedly. According to the rumors, because you know how they have an open relationship, him and Jada, and don't be surprised he didn't smash
Listen.
Margot Robbie.
I love Will Smith as a person that's very necessary for society and how he lives and conducts his life and his positivity and his willing for greatness.
Here comes the butt.
But
Here comes the big butt.
I would be a big liar if I said I didn't watch multiple interviews of those two and thinking that everything was just platonic.
It's not.
I'm not trying to throw you under the bus, Will. I'm just saying, if you look back at these interviews yourself, you would think you would understand where I'm coming from. All right.
You know, it's funny that you bring up Will Smith's name, and we'll close the show off with this, man. The fact that his wife keeps bringing up Tupac, every time,
It hurts. It must hurt.
It's like you look at her like, what's wrong with you? You can't protect your man's feelings. Like, why?
Yeah, listen, I hate to be that guy, but it's been 25 years.
Yes.
Move on.
Even those words are slippery slope.
And I sound like an asshole for saying this, and
I do.
I love Pac.
I love Pac too, but like, Ma.
Listen.
Every time she opens her mouth about Pac, I'm looking at her like,
3 kids by this man.
Yes.
Listen.
You know what it all boils down to?
and you can.
I want to hear this one. I want to hear this one real quick.
I'll jump right in, and then I'll let you have it. Two things. Chris Rock said it the best. You got two men in your life. The one that you're with right now, that you love dearly, that's your soulmate, and the one you're supposed to be with. Pac is what she was supposed to be with.
Yeah, true.
But it didn't happen. So you would end up with Will.
I don't know if that's necessarily true.
What?
That she was supposed to be with
If
Pac.
Pac was still alive right now, I guarantee you they would have been married.
There's a lot of guys Pac would have had a chance with.
I'm not sure if that's the case.
Girls.
I'm not sure if that's the case.
I saw the list.
There's a list, but like I said, she loved him and he loved her.
I'm not sure if that's the case, to be honest with you, because when I think about Pac, sometimes I know better, but I wonder if he really existed, because the way women paint him is this mythical figure.
Like that man who doesn't really exist.
Like think about it. Hov said it in the Just Give It To Me record. Girls love me long time like Tupac soul. Like that's real stuff.
Right.
Like I haven't seen, like the last time I saw this level of energy and appreciation was, the recently late great DMX.
Yeah, true.
That's the only person that's reminiscent of that type of energy and affection. So I don't know necessarily if their relationship had the potential to be like, super intimate and all this other stuff like that. I think their relationship comes from a spiritual but like raw level of understanding.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's necessarily a situation where she was gonna be with Pac as far as the way she, in the capacity that she is with Will. Because if that was the case, that should have been happened.
Yeah.
In many respects. Because at the end of the day, she still was rocking with Will.
Yeah. Because that's the man that she loved.
Before she met Bill, you saw them all together, like all lovey-dovey.
Yeah,
it's just a
man.
different world. They even did a rap video together. And, I think it's giggles, and they really love each other, like for real.
No, they really do.
But unfortunately, life happened, and here we are.
Yeah.
But I think they view each other as just dope creatives who admired one another and who just was always trying to uplift each other, and there was always a mutual respect amongst, I'm sure, whatever banter or insiders that they had. I don't necessarily know it was supposed to be something intimate and stuff like that. I think she just wanted, like all of us, to see what Pac would have become right now in 2021. I think it would have been amazing.
Honestly, though, I think the mutual respect they have for each other, the amount of love, not love, but the amount of admiration for each other, it's like that's you can't fake that. You can't. You can't, and that's like point blank what love is, man.
Yeah.
Because you're so infatuated and so enthralled with this person that every waking moment you can think about that person.
Yeah,
and
man.
put a smile on your face, and that's what she had with Pac, in my opinion. Real talk.
Look, I think had she been I could be completely off about this.
Yeah.
I think had she been with Pac in an intimate way, and then after that moved on from Pac with Will, then maybe those dynamics could have changed where she probably doesn't end up with Will. These situations are completely separate from each other. But I think a situation with God rest his soul, Mac Miller and Ariana Grande. I told my sister the minute that situation happened, I can't see her lasting. I can't see her relationship still going forward with Pete Davidson, because again,
did he move on, Pete Davidson?
I mean, he
had no choice.
He definitely moved on, but it wasn't. I don't think it was no love lost or it was a bitter ending. It was just like, okay, this person she was with on a intimate level that she really loved and respected and appreciated as an artist that they had chemistry for and stuff like that.
Not here.
But that hit her hard and stuff like that. And
very.
So, and she got a great record out of it, as she would have gotten a great record whether he passed or not. I'm just saying this in respectful terms based on her trajectory and her talent.
Yeah.
But my thing was like, those things hit you in a different place. You know?
Speaking about Mac Miller, they just made a song with Division and Ty Dolla $ign. Just got put out recently.
Yes, I gotta check that out. I did see that.
I gotta check that out.
Mm-hmm.
So. And recently was the 10th anniversary of Kids.
The movie?
The mixtape he put out.
Oh, also too, you don't know, yesterday was D'Angelo's 26th anniversary for Brown Sugar.
Ooh, wow. I got the physical copy of that. That and Voodoo, I think.
Wow, that was a song back in the day.
Yeah, man. So
that was a beautiful song. To this day,
26 years, bro. Can you imagine?
I feel old right now, for real.
Can you imagine you pop like, oh my God, it's my anniversary.
Oh yeah, and today was the 25th anniversary of T2 Terminator Judgment Day.
Oh snap, you're right.
But I just want to say something really, really quick in regards to just going back to the Mac Miller thing. Like when I first came across him, I was still working at Modell's, and like some of the younger associates that I was really cool with brought up Mac Miller, and I wasn't really listening to him because I respected his hustle and the indie thing that he was doing, but it felt like it was he was operating at a mainstream level, but he was doing all this work and stuff like that. So I wasn't really rocking with the music at first. But then as he got older, as he got into realist situations and experiences that I wanted to hear about, then I appreciated it. I never knocked him or his music or anything like that. It just at that time it just wasn't what I was looking
click with
for.
You. It didn't click.
But I just figured he was just a kid that loved hip hop. He loved collaborating with others.
He was a hip hop head to the fullest.
And I really, I mean, I'm sure he got his roses when he was alive too. But just seeing like the outpouring of love that was showed after he passed, I thought that was just beautiful.
Dude,
man.
he has his own park now in Pittsburgh. I think Blue Side Park. I think it's called. Mm-hmm. Dude, and know what it is? I first listened to this dude when his mixtape came across me on datpiff.com. And like every other good mixtape, and it was floating around. I listened to Good Evening, the track off that album, and I was hooked. That track was so fire, and Get 'Em Up, and then Nike's on My Feet, and there's so many good tracks off that album, and even the video for La 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 he did for the promotion of his album is like, yo.
And his production credits.
Oh my God.
Like one of my favorite things that he did great work on is this record off of SZA's one of SZA's EPs. I think it's probably her only EP. It's called Z.
Yeah.
And it's this track called Warm Winds. There's like 2 parts to it. It's such a beautiful record. Like when you look at his credits, you're like, yo, this guy was really about hip hop and collaboration. It wasn't on some like on like some culture vulture BS. It was like he was really loved the culture, man.
Dude, he made a tribute track they produced for freaking Phife Dawg, and that was the most beautiful tracks I heard in my life.
Man. Yeah.
Like, it brought a tear to my eye. That's how beautiful it was, because it showed you how much love he had for Phife Dawg.
Seriously.
If you haven't listened to that tribute he produced, do yourself a favor over the week and please listen to that track. I'm telling you, you're doing yourself a service. Listen to that track he produced. And I wouldn't imagine like 2 years later he would die himself. I thought he has a whole future ahead of him.
It's so odd because anytime I miss him, I just play certain like videos or tracks of him. Like in one of my favorite records that he killed his live performance. It's his record called Objects in the Mirror.
Yeah. With
the backing on band of the internet, bro. When I tell you he was such in a vibe, bro. Oh my God. Like it was like it was haunting. Like I almost like wanted to tear like on. That's how it really was, It's
he's an artist,
man.
First and foremost,
it sucks because I get irked, especially when people younger than me are just passing and stuff like that. And I don't think he meant for it to end like that. I think it was just a combination of the wrong stuff. I don't think he meant to end it like that. I don't think he was. He might have been going through some stuff, but I don't think he was
on suicide watch.
I don't think it was that. I really don't.
No, he wasn't.
But you know what it's like, and I hate this, but you know what it is? It's like it makes me to another artist, like, and I didn't like him at first, but now I'm starting to like him as XXXTentacion.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, genius.
Oh no, he was
like, how the he gives guys so much dish when he was alive, and now he died. I listen to him now, like, oh, hey,
there was especially when he would venture out his comfort zone and do like dancehall, reggae records, and reggaeton records. It's like, wait.
Holy, this kid is a talented and he only is 21 years old. Like, he's more criminal that he got killed.
Like it's terrible.
It sucks, man.
Honestly, I mean, reading again, I didn't really. I've yet to really dwell into his music, but the one record I did hear, it was a very sad record, and it had acoustic guitar on it. I forgot the name of the record, but my best friend's younger sister was playing it. It's a beautiful song, but it's sad. But at the same time, yeah, he looked like he was onto something great,
He
was onto something great and he was turning it around, because when you read his profile, it was a lot of suffering, a lot of struggle, a lot of fights, a lot of things. But he looked like he was turning it around and stuff like that. And it just wasn't in the cards for him, man. Nope.
Like the song that I like the most from him is Jocelyn Flores.
That's the record.
I know you're somewhere. I'm trapped in my mind, girl, just holding on. I don't wanna pretend we're something we're nothing. I've been stuck thinking about her, can't hold on.
Wish well for the.
That's the record my best friend's younger sister was playing that I heard. I was like, wow, this is really beautiful.
That song hits your heart. It hits your soul.
Does. It's different, man.
He's that guy, man. What can
Dude,
I say?
I'm telling you now, point blank, y'all gotta stop with the killing of people and stuff like that. You gotta stop.
It's just not cool.
It's not cool. First is him, then Pop Smoke, and all these other artists from like Texas and all that stuff getting killed.
You know, it's funny that you bring up Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
And we'll end the show with Pop.
Oh. I first brought up those two dumbasses, the dumbasses of the week. But after this, go ahead.
Oh, it's the same for next week.
All right.
Because, you know, it is
We're getting late.
Mm-hmm. And Ten's got to go to bed.
All right.
Pop Smoke to me irks me. Not because of his music, or not because of him. Pop Smoke to me, it irks me because we never got to see him fulfill
Exactly.
his destiny.
Exactly.
And I'm not irked at him. I'm irked at the situation. At the dudes who killed him.
Yeah.
The young guys.
And the OGs who pushed him to kill him.
Exactly. And it's just sad because I remember when I heard Meet the Woo Part 1 from him. I was like, okay, it's nice.
Yeah.
That's okay, you know. You created this music. Yelp puts his music to the mainstream. I was like, cool. And then Meet the Woo Part 2 came out.
That was amazing.
And I said, like, Meet the Woo Part 2 felt like Meet the Woo Part 1, but it's a continuation.
Yeah.
You went back to the well. But I want to see what you're really about.
Yeah.
Because when I judge artists harshly because I want to see what they're about.
Yeah. Want them to excel.
Exactly.
And you know what it is, though? But I saw him like in his UK shows.
Bro, and he was killing it.
Boy.
He was killing it. He was killing it. And then the thing, you have this music in the tuck. And what made me so mad about the music you had in the tuck, it was like, it's incomplete.
Yeah.
So, like, if I wanted to judge you as far as artists of all time, I can't.
Because you don't have your full catalog.
I don't have your full catalog. And it sucks to me because another thing that sucks for me is that I feel personally in another 2 to 5 years, maybe even sooner than that, 1 to 5, I don't know.
He
might be like Chink's Drugs.
Yep.
Faded.
Yep. Like he would. Yeah, exactly. You're right.
Where like you're not gonna play his music at that prime time slot because people are gonna forget about him.
Yep. And it sucks.
Unfortunately.
And Chink Chuck was a hell of a rapper.
He was.
You know what? On the more and more I think about it, I think we should go back to having like. I think we should be heavy on this, especially as the hip hop community. Like I just came to my head as you were talking about Pop Smoke. Like trade the guns for mics. Everybody needs something. Everybody has a voice. Everybody has a story, and like instead of this crabs in a barrel mentality where we pick off the new dude and pretty much literally take him out of that position, you know, why don't you get inspired and like, you know, be creative about your pain and stuff like that,
bro?
Because he had a story and he put it in the booth.
He did.
You have a story, you put it in the booth.
And unfortunately,
versus you picking up the gun and trying to cut in his story.
And unfortunately, because of the temperature we live at, with this gun era and this music stuff, it's like, bruh, when it comes to this music stuff, even Too Short said it the best.
Mm-hmm.
It gets a point, especially with these artists.
Yeah.
One or two things. And I'll leave it as that because that just involves the next week's topic, which is Casanova. It's either you do the music or you do the street.
We can't have both.
Twice. You got to pick one or the other.
Yeah.
You can't do both.
Exactly.
Because yes, when you made your music from the street mentality.
Yes.
But it comes to a certain point in time that you can't go back to that well no more.
Exactly.
And you have to focus on the music.
Yeah.
That's like, to me, one of my favorite artists right now. And I like him a lot. And I like him a lot because he seems to get out of Dodge. Little Baby. Little Baby. You don't hear nothing about Little Baby getting in trouble.
He's smart about it.
And you've seen this rap sheet.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
You've seen this rap sheet. You know what he did.
He knocked in the ball, for God's sake.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the Baby. That's a different
guy.
guy.
Sorry, my bad.
But even him, he's moving accordingly now, too.
Because, he's the whole industry.
No.
Yes. He feeds a lot of families, and you can't
you can't mess around. So, like, for me, the guy that irks my summer, that's Pooh Shiesty.
Oh, the dumbass of the week for my being tied for dumbass of the week. With
I'll just leave it as that. Like, I'm not even getting into detail what happened to the story, and next week we'll break it all down. But you artists, please
cut that out.
Stick to one. If you're gonna be in this game, you gotta stick to one or the other. You can't do both.
Exactly.
Because either way, both sides will catch up, and you'll be stuck. And now you gotta do time.
If you're putting hours in the booth,
or you gotta go in the
and pull 6'9".
If you're putting hours in the booth,
and now you gotta be 6'9", where he can't go nowhere. He got constantly looking over his shoulder because he's afraid someone's gonna do something to him.
And I'm surprised he's in Mexico right now. I'm surprised the cartels didn't kill his.
He's in a resort. He'd be fine.
Like I said, if you're putting all this pain and all these experiences in the booth, it's time to hug the sidewalks. Stay out of the street,
please.
I'm gonna say like this with him, man, and please stop telling yourself on social media.
Yeah.
Cut that out.
Bro.
For real, man.
Bro. Let's end it right now.
I'm a civilian.
I'm gonna end it right now because that's a
Save
long conversation.
Save for next week.
Because, bro, Walt, give me a handle, bro.
Okay. PSA real quick. Mm-hmm. All people, you don't want to be an artist, but all people, stop telling on yourselves and post responsibly online. Please. That's the message for this episode.
Message. That's the work that we're gonna give you guys today.
Message.
Because next week's work part 2.
Oh yeah, we're going in on next.
Don't hit send. Don't hit.
Think
post.
about it.
Think a second.
Think twice. Then hit send once. That's a new term. Where it says measure twice and then stitch once. Mm-hmm. Read it twice, then hit send once.
Talk about it. Walt, give your handle, bro.
All right, the Grizzlies on IG. I'm Walt. I am together _ Walt WAL and then 4 T's at the end. It is what it is.
Sadie said.
You already know I'm at. My private page is Sadie55 on IG.
That's your private page?
Private page, yes.
I didn't know.
I said that last week.
I thought it was always public.
Like, no, my public is Sadie Williams POV.
Yeah, I know that. I thought they both were public. I don't know.
No, I keep my private because you know what it is?
All the haters.
Dude, I got nobody reports I got last time was wide open. Like, nah, man, this is private posting, man. Pippin. Not anymore. No more public for y'all. If I want to see my in public, Sadie Williams POV. Always, I talk about the spice. I keep it in private.
Follow the podcast page that's on the record, ONREKORD. On the record, and follow my personal page at DJINTENCE. Make sure you go stream my man Cash Tastic's new single, and we'll be back next week, man. God willing.
Peace.
Cause if you ain't yourself, you end up by your friggin' self. Cause if you ain't yourself, you end up by your friggin' self. Cause if you ain't yourself, you end up by your friggin' self. Cause if you ain't yourself, you end up by your friggin' self. Cause if you ain't yourself, you end up by your friggin' self. Cause if you ain't yourself, you end up by your friggin' self. Cause if you ain't yourself, you end up by your friggin' self. Cause if you ain't yourself, you end up by your friggin' self.
Ain't no suckers up here. Y'all got it all going on. Tribe Called Quest. We'll be back.